What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be talking about the new update that Rockstar are talking about for Red Dead Redemption Online. This is something that I thought would be coming next month, as in the previous update Rockstar did say that it will take a couple months for the first title update, and I thought we'll be looking at March, April time, towards the end of March, at the beginning of April, but it seems like it will be coming for February the 26th, which is not too far away. 14 days, 2 weeks, and in that time Rockstar have some other stuff planned, which is exactly what I've been asking for the last couple of videos that I've done talking about the updates coming to Red Dead Online. So we've got to give massive credit to Rockstar for actually telling us about this and bringing this out a lot quicker, because I feel like a lot of people did think that this will be coming out next month, which is a lot longer wait. Honestly, I feel like this game was starting to die, but this has put a bit more hype back into it for me. It's not the best of updates, I have read through this a bit already, but it is something that we can actually look forward to, and it gives you some incentives to keep on coming back to this game every day. It all depends on the rewards, but we'll talk about that in a bit. As always with videos like this, I will leave a link in the description down below to the article that you can read everything that Rockstar put out. It's official, so that is where I'm getting my information. You can read along if you want, but if not, I'll be reading off this page anyway. Before we get into the video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and also make sure you turn on notifications to be notified when my next video goes live. So Rockstar start off by saying the next set of updates and new features is set to be added to Red Dead Online beta on February the 26th, as we implement many new improvements and enhancements to the game's open world, including a new lore and bounty system, weapon balances, changes to player blips on the minimap, and more. Read on for details about these changes and stay tuned next week to learn more about some of the other new content coming in this update. Now, we already get a bit of information about this, which I'll show in a bit, but reading through this then goes on to say about player visibility, and these are the different segments that you have for this update, which is pretty sick. So the first one is player visibility. As part of our response to the community feedback on how to minimize certain types of destructive player behavior, we've made some changes to the way player blips will appear on the map. Firstly, we're reducing the visibility of player blips over long distances. Your map position won't display to other players unless they are nearby, within 150 meters, and if you are slightly further away, you will only appear when firing your weapon. Players in other towns or regions, for example, won't be visible. This prevents players from being repeatedly targeted across the map at long distances. We're also introducing a new system that highlights overly aggressive players. If your style of play becomes more hostile, your map position and the position of your posse members will become more visible to other players, with a progressively darkened dot that incrementally shifts from blue to dark red. Your visibility increases through bad deeds such as attacking and killing other players or their horses outside destruction mode, free roam missions, events or competitions, and the shorter the time between bad acts, the more your visibility increases. Shift back to a more righteous path and your visibility will fade over time. We're also introducing posse-wide parlays and improving feuds. You'll soon be able to initiate a parlay that applies to your attacker's entire posse after just a single kill. Alternatively, if you'd rather challenge your opponent, you can initiate a feud, posse feud, or leader feud after one kill, quickly turning a dispute into a timed mini deathmatch for rival players to fight out amongst themselves in free roam, earning points for each kill on the opposing player. So to me, all of this is pretty good. It's trying to stop griefing, but also still have that other player connection when being in the free roam. So I think this is really good. They could have very easily just made it so that you can go into the menus and you make it so that you are passive, you can't be attacked by anyone, you can't kill, as well as you can't attack or kill anyone as well. But I really like the idea of this. You won't be able to be seen by players more than 150 meters away, but you will not be able to see them. So if I was going to go and do a cougar method in Tumbleweed, I will have to go out. I will not be able to see anyone that's actually in Tumbleweed, which makes it a bit more risky if I come back and there happens to be someone there, but it also means they're not going to be able to see me. They cannot plan to jump me and kill me and take my stuff, which I actually really like this idea of. Also, if that player has grief before, I can see him, and as soon as I see him on the map, I can then say, hey, I'm not going to go there. I can see that player's blip, that guy's aggressive, I'm actually going to go to a completely different area and I'm going to have some fun in this area instead. So I actually really like the idea of this. It still gives you a chance to go over there. If you do get attacked, you can then implement the parlay system, or you can have a 1v1 mini deathmatch and you can get some points with it, which is pretty sick in my opinion. We also get some new stuff to do with bounty hunters and lore balancing. At the same time, players who have racked up high bounties will have a chance to be beset by NPC bounty hunters who will attempt to kill them and collect their rewards. Criminal behavior will have bounty values and honor consequences that scale based on the severity of the crime. For example, killing another player can occur a high bounty, while assaulting townsfolk or animal cruelty could give you a lesser bounty if the crime is reported, while lower level crimes like looting or ransacking will only decrease your honor. If your bounty exceeds a certain threshold and bounty hunters take notice, you will be wanted dead and alerted to their pursuit. The higher your bounty, the greater your value and the more difficult the pursuit becomes for you and your posse. Now this is going to be a massive impact on those that were doing high XP grinds. The one in Saint Denis, you now have a bunch of bounty hunters after you, and I'm not too sure how that's going to work because the Saint Denis method, and there are a ton of them across the Red Dead Redemption Online map, you can find a bunch of different locations just to camp out and kill a bunch of guards. Why are these NPC bounty hunters going to be any different to those that just climb up that ladder and then get shot straight back down again? So I don't know what's going to happen with that. It's going to be interesting to see how this sort of plans out. What this might end up doing is benefiting those that just do those XP grinds. You might get a higher amount of XP for killing some of these bounty hunters. If those bounty hunters climb up that ladder, you can just shoot them back down again. I can't really judge it as of this moment, but we'll soon see once this update is out. I do really like the idea of having a bounty, having to pay it off, or just run away from the law. Just me personally, I really like the idea of that. I know a lot of people already have said that they do not like the idea of this. I'm also curious of whether or not, if I get a bounty, whether or not other players can go and take that as well. Next up is daily challenges. We will also be adding a variety of daily challenges to take on across the Red Dead Online beta. Complete individual objectives that covers every aspect of life on the frontier to earn gold nuggets and XP. Challenges will range for foraging for herbs, selling items at the fence, hunting and skinning animals, clearing hideouts, winning feuds, and so much more. These daily challenges will continue to expand and evolve over time, bringing specialty challenges and rewards, stake bonuses, and more. So this is another thing that I was talking about right at the beginning. I am very excited for this. Daily challenges actually gives you an incentive to come on this game, even if it is for just a couple minutes of skin a deal or go and get a 3-star rabbit. Something like that will make people come back onto this game, especially if you can get gold. What we do need now is stuff to go and buy gold with. Right now there isn't anything too good to get gold nuggets with. I hope that in the next update, Title Update 2, we can actually just get a few things. Nothing too big, maybe just a new type of horse, I don't know, just something like that would be pretty sick. But daily challenges I think are going to be very good. Me personally, I think I will start playing this game a lot more. It gives me something to go and do. I think that this can be very good for Red Dead Online. Leave it in the comments down below of whether or not you are excited for daily challenges. I know it's a small update, but I feel like it is something that can bring a lot more people back into this game to go and have fun with it every day, even if it is just a couple minutes a day. The last thing Rockstar say is other fixes and more. Your feedback has been invaluable, so please keep it coming. In addition to these updates, we are planning to address several additional changes based on community feedback received thus far. Select weapons will be rebalanced, including the varmint rifle, which will have it actually brought more in line with other long arm weapons. Voice chat will be reduced to work at closer proximity, and while fixes to horse cargo are numerous and ongoing, we plan to introduce some improvements to making pelt and carcasses more persistent after death or respawning. We will have more details on additional content in February the 26th update next week. We are excited about the future of Red Dead Online. Look forward to sharing lots more in the weeks and months ahead. So all in all, the update itself is very good, and on top of that we have some other stuff. Meanwhile, there are chances to earn more XP to rank up ahead of February 26th. Playing in a posse will bring benefits like earning increased XP in free roam missions and free roam events. Posse up this week to earn twice as much increased XP on these activities, and next week earn 20% more XP across all activities in Red Dead Online. So it actually seems like Red Dead Online is finally getting some love. I have said since Christmas that Rockstar should start putting in some stuff to Red Dead Online, different events every week. I said say double XP for just one weekend, maybe double gold the weekend after, maybe double money the weekend after that, and just have this keep on going so there are actually some incentives to come back each weekend to go and play this game. If you don't know already, GTA has something like this where they are getting for the whole month of February, you can get $250,000 each weekend that you play, which is absolutely insane. I didn't want that exactly in this game because I feel like people would just get a shit ton of money and there's nothing really to actually buy, but you can invest your time, and eventually when Rockstar go and bring out some good content, stuff that you can actually buy, it will work out all in the end, and you'll have all of this money that you got all the way back when they were doing these updates, and you can now go and spend your money. So I was looking for stuff like that, but all in all, I really like the idea of this update. For the first title update, it seems like a lot of stuff's going to be balanced again. You got griefers, hopefully they're not going to be as bad. It seems like griefing will still be a thing, but as soon as you die, that's it. They cannot see you anymore on the player map, and you can just run away. You know the sort of area, you can just run the opposite way and you can get that sorted. On top of that, things like stuff despawning on your halls, they're trying to sort it. I don't know whether or not that will come on February the 26th. We'll soon see, as when that date comes, we will get more updates. But in the meantime, definitely go and play Red Dead Online. You are getting double XP if you are in a posse. If you haven't got a posse, next week you can just go and do some of the activities and you'll get 20% more XP, and I think that is definitely worth it. Leave it in the comments down below of whether or not you like the idea of this update. Like I said, for me personally, I think this is great foundation to build this game up on. I said this quite a while that we need this a lot quicker. I'm happy that Rockstar brought it out this month instead of waiting next month, and hopefully this game can just keep on going better and better from here. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.